The Wild Boars of Madness. Chapter 18. Roundup.
The captain lay in ambush on the windward side of the high platform, the blunderbuss propped on a small stone ridge protruding from the ground. He aimed down the slope, concealing the dark muzzle with a heap of fallen leaves. Only 100 steps separated this spot from the crevice canyon. Lying on the thick cushion of fallen leaves, he felt an inexplicable chill creeping up from behind. The cold weather added to the discomfort, prompting him to tighten his neck. He whispered to his companion beside him, "Take a look at the canyon entrance. See if there's any movement." The man shivered, turned his head, and said, "The moon has passed, and there's no light. It's pitch black, and I can't see anything." The captain instructed, "Go to the other side of the platform, half sit, leaning against the slope. You're only responsible for watching the canyon entrance. If the spotted pigs come out, warn me with a hiss, not too loud. Just a harsh will do." The man crawled over, huddled in the grass at the base of the high platform, pressing against the cold sandy soil. His eyes were fixed on the entrance to the Valley of Fallen Leaves. The canyon mouth was now as dark as ink, occasionally filled with the mournful howling of the wind. He shivered again. At this moment, there was a rustling sound of grunting snow coming from the river valley. "They're coming. Get ready." The captain's trembling fingers found the trigger and rested on a pile of fallen leaves, covering the dark barrel of the musket. The sound grew closer, marching up the slope. The pig's hooves rustled through the fallen leaves, perhaps reaching familiar territory. Several piglets emitted low, joyous grunts. A large pig, half the height of a person, entered their field of vision, directly facing the musket's muzzle, a mere 20 steps away. The captain silently prayed, "Erland God, help us." He decisively pulled the trigger. The hammer struck, igniting the primer on the mercury fulminate paper. Bang! A burst of fire erupted from the musket, the projectile already flying out, hitting the left shoulder of the wild boar. Several companions leaped up, wielding their hunting knives, striking indiscriminately at the black figure. The wounded boar halted, rolling sideways, dodging the blades. The captain, seeing the boar fall, dropped the musket, leaped up, and drew a 2-foot-long forged iron hunting knife from his waist. He headed straight for the rolling black figure on the ground. As he ran, he thought, the flash and sound of the gunshot should have scared off another large pig behind. It must be panicking along with a few piglets. A perfect opportunity for Yang and the others to encircle from below. Whether they succeeded or not remained uncertain, but as long as they captured this wounded boar, today's hunt was already a victory. He focused on the boar on the ground, unaware that another large pig, disregarding his orders, had not fled with the rest. It bolted towards him, its wild cries echoing. Lowering its head, it rammed into his thigh, and with a swing of its head, it sussed through his cotton-padded trousers, leaving a foot-long gash on his thigh. The captain went falling backward. The boar hit by the shot had only rolled 3 or 4 times, stood back up, seemingly frenzied, and circled around the slope. It rounded up a few scattered piglets that had scattered and headed toward the canyon entrance. The companion ordered to watch the canyon entrance from the high platform was a beat too late. Just as he leaped out from behind the platform, the incoming large pig knocked him over. The piglets' hooves trembled without hesitation, passing directly over him. By the time Lao Yang's group arrived, the captain and the unfortunate companion were rolling and howling on the ground, the pig herd disappearing into the entrance of the Valley of Fallen Leaves.